The school system here is outstanding. Our class potential, or rather our classes are typically anywhere from 18 to 22 students, which is well below the state average and below what you'd get in a bigger city. When we graduate students here, they go to some Ivy League schools, West Point, and some very prestigious universities around the country.
It's an absolute spectacular place to raise kids on a whole bunch of levels. Our son named it the very first week he was here in school. He had been in school in Minneapolis, and he noticed right away that he got into class, and the class size was much smaller. The teachers knew his name immediately. The kids interacted with him, and he got to participate.
The school system here is, I think it's quite extraordinary. They care very deeply about each child. I always felt my kids got an excellent education here.
The teachers have all been very helpful and very knowledgeable, and myself being an employee there, I have felt really welcomed and that it's a great place to work. It also has some really fun programs that we've been fortunate enough to have our children join, such as the cross-country program, the Nordic ski program, the track club, and my daughter dances with Studio North. So all of those activities, they were really excited about participating in. Some of them they would have had the opportunity to do at our other school, but the Nordic skiing in particular has been amazing for our kids. It's just a wonderful program, and we really love that part.
The school system is great. Like, I absolutely loved all of my teachers that I ever had. They're smaller class sizes, which is one of the biggest marketing tools that educational systems use, is the one-on-one, or having a smaller ratio to student to teacher ratio, and Ely has that. And most of the people that live here chose to live here. I mean, they came back here because, or they never left because of the quality of life. They are committed to this area, and they brought their experiences, their education, everything that they learned elsewhere, or everything that they have been carrying with them, they brought it here. And these teachers that we have are just fantastic. So I would, if it came down to a family and they were considering the school system for their kids, or the types of involvements that their kids could have. I mean, heavy metal sports just went into, and they have a ton of programs for kids. The library was that was just built has an awesome program now that they're collaborating with NASA, and they're teaching kids about all sorts of different, just such a wide array of things that we didn't have accessible when I was in school, but it was different at that time too. So it's a great place for families, great place for kids, safe. I mean, you can let your kids walk to school. You can let them walk to the park. You probably know their friends' parents. So it's just a great community.
I think because we're small and everybody's in one place, that you feel a bigger, better sense of community.
Raising a family here has been sort of, filled with lots of opportunity, because in a smaller school, the kids have all the opportunity that they could possibly want. They could be on any sports team. They can be in the arts, the plays.
It's not just that the buildings are so close and centralized. It's the people who are teaching our children are then going home and working in their gardens and going grocery shopping. And the kids get to see those. I mean, they get to see that their teacher is in the community and that they are part of that community.
Vermillion Community College is really nice. There's a lot of, it's a small, a smaller college. So you really get to know everybody in each of your classes, and there's really small class sizes, which is really nice. But a lot of the majors there are nature-based and outdoor-based.
Of course, we're all enjoying the resurgence and revitalization of our downtown area, which is highlighting many of the amenities that our town and our region offers. One of those, which is near and dear to me, right next door here to Wintergreen, is our nonprofit Elyite Folk School. And of course, the folk schools are a phenom that are gaining traction nationwide. There's now several dozen across the country, all independent, all doing their own thing, but all geared towards sharing old school skills with the from people in their community who still know how to make moccasins, fashion knives. Here, of course, build birch bark canoes, doing basketry and pottery and ethnic foods. All the hobbies and talents of people in the community who are keen to share those, both for lifelong learning appreciation as well as to preserve that element of our community heritage. So our folk school is underway here, now entering its third year of operation, and has offered over 500 classes and events now. Have engaged well over 2,000 participants, and involving several dozen instructors from around the community for these short courses that are non-competitive, intergenerational learning for kids and grandparents alike to come and learn a variety of skills.